Hello students, how are you all? All good? Fine. Now, yesterday we completed exercise 17.1. Hope all of you have done the work, right? Okay. So, just complete all your work, keep doing it side by side. Otherwise, if you'll pile it up, it will be very difficult for you to understand. Okay, students? So, we took yesterday the formulas and the questions based on cylinder, right? Now today we are going to talk about in mensuration the surface area and volume for cone. I told you all to learn the formulas, hope all of you have learned. See student, cone is a 3D shape, right? So if I talk about a cone, then this space is always circular. For example, the birthday cap that you wear, right? It's a perfect example of the same. Fine. So this is circular. So what is the area for this part? It's pi r square. And this curved part, okay, the curved part, when you wear the birthday cap, it's only the curved part that area comes in contact. So that area is actually having or called as lateral surface area. So let's talk about the formulas quickly. Okay, lateral surface area of a cone is pi r l. Okay, now before I move to the next these two, let me explain you one more thing students, right? That is, if this base is, I'm saying circular, that's why I've used this particular shape. If this base is circular, my dear students, then this will have a radius, right? This will be the radius, and this vertical part, this vertical line will be what? Yes, it will be the height. So if I calculate this angle between the height h and the radius r, the angle will be 90 degree. So what about this line, my dear student? Look at my arrow, the cursor. This line, yes, it becomes the hypotenuse, right? And do we know what is the Pythagoras formula? Yes, it is that the hypotenuse is equal to square root of base square plus perpendicular square. So the same way, if L is the slant height, what is L called as? Slant height, my dear student. For a cone, this L is called as the slant height. So this L is equal to R square root of R square plus H square. H is the height of cone, R is the radius of the cone. So this is what am I talking about? L slant height comes out square root of R square plus H square. Perfect. So what is the formula for lateral surface area? Lateral means this curved part, no circle part. Because when you wear the cap, the space circular base is not there, right? Only this curved part is there. So lateral surface area is this only. Okay, lateral surface area for cone formula is pi r l. And if I substitute the value of L, then the formula can also be written as pi r square root of R square plus H square. Perfect, students? Then comes the total area. Total area means the curved surface area. Yesterday for cylinder also I talked about the same. It's the curved surface area plus the area of circular base. Area of the base. Area of base is what? Base is circular, so pi r square. So pi r square plus pi r l. Pi r is common, so the formula can be written as total surface area or total area of a cone is pi r bracket l plus r. Again the same thing. L I can substitute like r square plus h square square root also. So that is what I have written. Okay. So basically you have to learn just these formulas, right? Volume, what's the volume formula? Yes, volume is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Learn the three formulas. I'm quickly recapitulating. Slant height L equals to square root of r square plus h square. R is the radius of the cone, circular base, and h is the height of the cone. Curved surface area or lateral surface area of a cone, pi r l. Total surface area, pi r bracket r plus l. And volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square. So this was all about the formulas, my dear students, right? Now once you have learned the formulas very well, you won't find any difficulty, as I always say in the questions of the exercise. So now let's proceed with the exercise. Question number 1 to be done in book only, students. Listen to me very carefully so that there is no confusion. Question number 1 to be done in book only. It's true false. It's true false to be done in book only. Question number 2 and 3 are direct formula based questions. Curved surface area you need to find out. So pi r l is the formula. You can work out the same. So I'm starting the exercise from question number 4. Your work will start from question number 2. Okay. Question number 2 and 3 I'm giving you as homework. Let's start with question number 4. 1 again repeating to be done in book only. Question number 2 and 3 to be done self as homework, and question number 4 is what we are starting with today. Students, pay attention, see what the question is. Yes, question number 4 says curved surface area of a cone is 308 centimeters square. What's the curved surface area of cone? 308 centimeters square. So this I have written curved surface area of cone is 308 centimeter square. And its slant height is 14 centimeter. What is slant height, students? Be back here. Yes, this is the slant height. So that is what is given. Slant height, L is given. Curved surface area is given. What's the formula for curved surface area? Curved surface area formula is pi RL. What is the question asking us to calculate? Yes, firstly the radius of the base and secondly total surface area. Put the formula. Curved surface area equals to pi RL. So R comes out curved surface area upon pi into L. This is the curved surface area 308 into pi value 22 upon 7. So 7 comes in the numerator. Into L slant height straight away 14. 7 is a 7, 7 2 is a 14. Right? Cancel out further. Yes. 11 2 is a 22. 11 2 is a 22 again. And 11 is a 88. So working it out all, what do I get? 7 centimeter as the radius. Next part, total surface area. What's the formula? Curved surface area plus base area. Remember students, total surface area means the curved part and this base area. Base is circular, so pi r square is the formula. Curved surface area, no need to calculate again, it was given in the question. So 308 plus pi r square. Pi 22 upon 7. Radius 7 into 7. R square हो जाएगा. Calculated, 7 and 7 cancel. 22 into 7 is 154. So 308 plus 154. 462 centimeters square. So what do we get as the answer, students? 462 centimeter square. Fourth question was this. Fifth is again homework, students. See the sixth question, what it says. Question number 6 is, yes, find the capacity in liters of a conical vessel with radius 7, slant height 25. Capacity, students, what do you mean by the word capacity? If you remember, yesterday also in cylinder I discussed capacity means, yes, it is the volume. So firstly I'll calculate volume for both the parts and then I'm supposed to just convert it into liters. Yesterday also you did it to convert it into liters. We divide the answer by 1000. So let's do that. Radius 7, slant height 25, H formula. Why am I calculating H? Yes, because capacity means I need the formula is 1 by 3 pi r square h. I don't need L slant height, but I need H. So work out H comes out square root of L square minus R square. Why you are getting this, students? Because it was the perpendicular. Perpendicular is square root of hypotenuse square minus base square. So that's what it is. Okay. 25 square 625, 7 square 49. Difference is 576 and it is the perfect square. It is the square of 24. So I have got now the height also. Put the value 1 by 3 pi 22 upon 7 r 7 into 7 r square हो गया बेटा and h height is 24. So work out 7 and 7 cancel. 3 8s are 24. So what am I left with? The product is 1232 centimeter cube. Clear? This is the first part. Fine. Now the question is asking me to do what? To convert it into liters. So capacity in liter is upon 1000. The value is there already. So 1.232 liter is the required answer. Exactly same the second part. I am sharing the solution, but you got to do it yourself. Whatever is the answer that is coming in centimeter cube, you will divide that by 1000. So here I have left the answer like that. Clear? So question number 6. After that 7 and 8 exactly same. Homework, direct formula based questions. Okay, next question number 9. See what it says. The height of a cone is 15 centimeter. What is the height of cone? See, I have written 15 centimeter. And the volume is 1570 centimeter cube. This is the volume 1570 centimeter cube. What is the formula for volume? 1 by 3 pi r square h. Pi, the question says very clearly, students, use pi equals to 3.14. Remember, when the value of pi is given, we cannot write any value. We have to use only that particular. You cannot use here in this particular question pi as 22 upon 7. Okay, even though they mean the same. But when the question is giving you the value in decimals, that means you have to use the same. So, volume is 1 by 3 pi r square h. So, to calculate the radius, the formula then becomes square root of volume upon 1 by 3 pi into h. Clear? Or you can directly put the values also, because radius square will come volume upon 1 by 3 pi h, and then radius is equal to square root of 1. So, it's one and the same. I have just simplified it so that it becomes easy within a step you can do. Square root of volume 1570. This 3 will go in the numerator, reciprocal. So, into 3, pi 3.14 into height is 15 centimeters. So, substituted the values, 3 5s are 15, 5 3s are 15, 5 1s are 5, 5 4s are 20. Work out the calculation, 314 upon 3.14, right? So, 314 will be cancelled with 314, square root of 100 is left, and square root of 100 is what? 10 centimeters. So, what is the radius you are getting? 10 centimeters. Clear, student? 10th is your homework. I am discussing the next, that is question number 11. A conical tent is 10 meter high and the radius of its base is 24 meter. How much is the height? 10 meter. How much is the base? 24 meter. Base is 24 meter, base radius. The radius is given as 24 meter. So, see here, radius is 24, height is h is 10 meter. Question says, find the slant height. L is equal to, L is that, yes, diagonally. So, it is square root of r square, the radius, plus h square. So, this is the formula. R is 24, 24 square 676, 10 square 100. So, sorry, 24 square 576. Just now in previous question we have seen, 576, 10 square 100. So, add it up, 676, and it comes out the square root of 676 is 26 meter. So, I'll get the slant height as 26 meter. Clear, students? The next part, cost of canvas required to make the tent. Student, when we make the tent, you all have seen a tent. This is how it is. So, only the curved part is what we use for the cloth. We don't use it for the base area, right? We don't cover the base. So, for the tent part, that means simply it is very clear, for making the canvas which is required to make the tent, it simply would mean what, student? Yes, it means the curved surface area only, tent. Okay. So, pi r is the formula. Pi is 22 upon 7, r radius is 24 meter, and L we calculated in the first part 26 meter. Put the values, 7 3s are 24, 22 into 3 into 26, it comes out 13,728 upon 7 you can do, or you can just write it the lowest terms, the value, okay, as it is you can leave it by multiplying these all, or you can do it 7 3s are 24 and then the product. So, this is what we get, 13,728 upon 7, cost of 1 meter square. Now, the question is asking us cost. So, they have given us the cost of 1 meter square. For 1 meter square of canvas, we paid how much? We have to pay rupees 70. For 1 meter square, if the cost is rupees 70, so for these many meters of square unitary method, what will be the cost? Total area, curved surface area multiplied by the cost for 1 meter square. 7 tens are 70, so it straight away will come out 1,37,280. What is the answer? 1,37,280. Clear, students? So, last question I am taking is question number 12. The further we'll take in the next class. So, pay attention. Okay, 13th up till that you have to complete the work. Question number 12 says the joker's cap. You all have seen a joker's cap. Is in the form of a right circular cone with base radius 7 and height 24 centimeter. Check it, student. Base radius is 7 and the height is given 24 centimeters. So, see, base is 7, radius r is 7 and height is this. Find the area of the cloth required to make 10 such caps. Students, joker's cap. Pay attention. Just now I explained you cap, birthday cap. So, exactly the same as joker's cap as well. Like this only it is there. So, what's the formula for slant height? Yes, we discussed it. R square plus h square. square root of that. So square root of r square, r is 7, 7 square 49 plus 24 square, that is 576. For last 3 questions we have been calculating 24 square only, so now I don't think there is any problem. Rather up till 30 learn the perfect squares and the squares of numbers. Okay. So 24 square 576, add the two, 625 and 625. What is the square root of it? 25 centimeters. So what do I get as the radius required, sorry, slant height for the joker's cap? Yes, it comes out 25 centimeter. Clear, students? This part is clear, 25 centimeter. Now also the question is asking me the cloth which is used to make 10 such caps. For one cap, what do I want? Pi RL, that is the curved surface area. Pi is 22 upon 7. R radius is 7 and L slant height we have calculated 25. 7 and 7 cancelled. So multiply 22 with 25, it comes up 550 centimeters square. So for one joker's cap, this much area is needed, 550 centimeters square. So for 10 such caps, again unitary method multiplied by 10, what do you get? 550 into 10, 5500 centimeter square. So what is the total area of the cloth required? 5500 centimeter square is required for 10 such caps, and for one 550 centimeter square. Remember, joker's cap I am saying, birthday cap if you are saying, or you are using a tent, it means the simply formula we will be using is for curved surface area or little surface area, which is pi r L. To calculate L, R and H are given, so the formula for slant height is square root of R square plus H square. Fine, student. This was all for today's class. Your homework is, I repeat, question 1 to 13. Students, exercise 17.2, question 1 to 13 is your homework. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you.